A 1-1, yeah. Hey Thomas, put my headphones up.
Exclusive, Mr. Southern California.
Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out.
It's like a battle sometimes, it makes me wonder what I keep from going after.
They say it's only in a dream, well I already live it. My best on-time record of the year was self-scientific. Christ is here for those of you accepting, and some of us think it's too late and have already missed it. But yet we rush like there's not enough days, trying to stay awake, hooked on cafe lattes and those that addicted to crack. It goes a little prayer to those cause they better than that. I keep my hopes up like my dreams on touring the map from worldwide to Los Angeles. That's where the battle is at, so I gotta keep myself up with the street news. First rule, keep it cool with the stage crew. So listen, abortion gotta leave it alone. Some are born and some women's just killing our children, and I love to make the crowd wow and reach for the ceiling. But rapping for a living's like 1 in a million.
It's like a battle sometimes, it makes me wonder what I keep from going after.
Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Listen, well you think my job's important? There's someone that'll take my spot just as long as there's someone that'll press the buttons. It's just the laws of nature. It's amazing how far God's words will take you. So how long will it take you? Ladies, give us a chance, cause if it's wrong to love, well then wrong is in our nature. Play us in the clubs and it'll shake you. You're feeling my song, but don't get blinded by hatred, cause that's something we could do without. Between you and I, you know we can work it out. Let me show you how to let it all out. Take a look to the inside mind. Never giving up, though we going through tough times. And so many show up, but only the few bring so rich music along with the cool name. Making them heads bang is all fun and games, but entertaining teaching for me is all one and the same.
It's like a battle sometimes, it makes me wonder what I keep from going after.
Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out. Pick it up, put it down. Pick the song right here and play it out.
Exclusive, Mr. Southern California.
Los Angeles, the big city of Los Angeles. Cal Logic, DJ Buddy, under the counter.
It's like a battle sometimes, it makes me wonder what I keep from going after.